What makes us the best among us? I don't have any particular answer, certainly not where I'm concerned. I don't judge myself in that way. All I know, I come from a community that says anything you do, you must try to do it the best you can. And there are certain values that have been inculcated in me, I hope, that I also hope that I display in my own way of living. But who are we? What it is that makes us into Caribbean people? I want to offer something here. I want to offer us this. That Caribbean people presided over the birth of modernity. It was in the Caribbean that modernity began. We have been accustomed to being told that our ancestors, or the ancestors of most Caribbean people, were slaves. That's not true. My ancestors were not slaves. My ancestors were enslaved Africans. And I want us to grasp the profound difference. If you call us slaves and say that our history began in Barbados or Guyana or America, you're doing the work of the greatest evil in this world. And more pointedly, you're assassinating the history of African people, the longest history in the world. Because it was in Africa. It was in Africa that humanity was born. In black skin and fizzy hair under a tropical sky. And it is in Africa also that the first civilizations, please note the plural, the first civilizations were made by African people. The miseducation that most of us receive in the Caribbean and in this place does not normally instruct us about ourselves in this regard. So we come out with our PhDs and all kinds of things, and we know little about ourselves. I want to posit for us this fact, that it is when we know most or much about ourselves that we're the most effective human beings. If you don't know who you are, you will not know or know for certain what your real interests are. And if you don't know what your real interests are, well then how could you defend or advance those interests? You see where many of us, where our confusion comes from. Caribbean people are not of any less capacity than anybody else. We justly celebrate ourselves and are celebrated by the world for carnival, for reggae, for calypso, for steel pan, the only musical instrument that was invented in the last century, and for many other things, and justly so. But here's something else about us. C.L.R. James, a man from Trinidad who never went to high school but taught in the best universities in the world, and is considered by people who know to be one of the leading, if not the leading intellectual of the last century. He once made an observation that said that Caribbean people have a love for freedom. That is a very particular love for freedom. And our history is marked by the struggle for freedom. Our people, most of us were enslaved or indentured. But, contrary to what many of us were taught to believe, our ancestors never settled for those conditions. And we have witnesses to prove this. There was a revolution in Berbice in Guyana in 1763 that put a revolutionary government of previously enslaved African people in power for 11 months. It took a combined action by the British and Dutch militaries and certain internal weaknesses in that revolution to put it down. There were many other revolts, resistance, and so on. But listen to this. From 1791, Africans in Haiti, using voodoo, created a revolution, and they defeated 5 European armies. Now this is important. African people in Haiti who had never spent a single day on the drill square took up arms and defeated 2 armies sent by Napoleon Bonaparte. One under his brother-in-law, General Rochambeau. And at that point in time, France was the leading superpower in Europe and the world. African people in Haiti defeated 2 French armies. The British sent an army shortly after under General Maitland. They were defeated also. The significance of that is that shortly thereafter, Britain became the world's military superpower at the Battle of Waterloo in 1816. Africans in Haiti also defeated the Spanish army and an army of local whites and mulattoes. This is in an order of significance as if today the Jamaican army defeated the army of the United States not once but twice, and then took on China and defeated China, and then took on Russia and defeated Russia. That is the order of significance of what African people from Haiti in the Caribbean achieved. Now you know why people hate Haiti. So, as we meet in this land of freedom, we celebrate real freedom and the fight for freedom because it is in our Caribbean veins. We who come from the Caribbean, if we know ourselves, will know that our fight for freedom has been long and equally distinguished. And once we know that, we will continue to make waves in whichever ocean we go and upon whichever beach we step ashore. I wish to congratulate the authors of this occasion, the Caribbean Commission of North, once again. I hope that this beginning, as it was observed, will grow in strength, in purpose, in significance, and in influence. Once again, thank you for according me the honor of being honored and of addressing you tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Associate Professor at Temple University. His speech, knowing yourself, right? You have to know yourself in order to be able to go forward, to do what is destined for you, to achieve all the goals that God put in you to achieve, and to serve others as you are supposed to, because you know yourself. And so at this time, thank you again for being the keynote speaker. We are going to move into the honorees. We don't have that many. We have 2 major honorees. Again, Dr. Nehusi and Dr. Trevor Dixon. So, Commissioner Rollins, would you like to join and present the award to Dr. Nehusi? And then I will introduce Dr. Trevor Dixon afterwards. So this unveiling is for being the keynote speaker, and go ahead.
Tonight I want to produce, I want to hand something to Dr. Kimani, something of a work in progress. And I think it is going to strike you as a piece of craft that's been skillfully sculptured by an unknown sculptress. And I choose this because I think we are a people who are still at work, trying to make something happen. When it will happen, I don't know. Unity is strength. And it still takes some time for us to be united. And I hope that this piece of sculpture would reflect the hard work of the Caribbean people, working together to make something happen. On behalf of the Caribbean Commission and the commissioners, I want to hand this piece of art to you, something of value that you will later on in life you will reflect to it, and you would look at it and you will realize that something was done in Newark. And the Deputy Mayor, I want to make sure that you join us for this presentation, and I want the other commissioners to be here because the unveiling, you know, it's a struggle. When you, as a Caribbean person, when you start off, where you coming from, when you're the mother, your uncle, your auntie, your grandmother, or whosoever come, everybody looking to migrate. So what I'm saying is that it's a lot of folks, we are standing on a lot of folks' back and a lot of folks' shoulder. So when this thing is unveiled, when you remove the cloth that covers it, you will see the you will see the amount of folks who back and shoulders that we are standing on. It's a great piece of sculpture. So I hope that you can unveil it and show it to Dr. Kimani so you can go ahead.
Wow. Newark Caribbean Heritage Award 2023. Congratulations. Come on. President. All the Caribbean. Again, I need all the Caribbeans to take a picture with her, please. Thank you. Come on. Dr. Gaines. Vice President. Yo.
So we also have another award from the City of Newark Caribbean Commission 2023 Caribbean Heritage Award presented to Dr. Kimani Nahusi for your service to the Caribbean diaspora and community development in Newark. Thank you. So at this time, all commissioners who are here, please, yes, so we can hold up to 21 members. So we are looking for individuals to serve. We have 15 members, so 6 of you who are interested. Live or work or serve Newark community and have a vested interest. It is a volunteer position. Let us know. There is a process. You have to go through City Council to be approved. Letter sent to the mayor's office. You get sworn in, and your term lasts for 4 years. All right. Thank you. So we have an aide from Council Mike Silver's office So when we talk about the mayor, there is also the city council that handles the legislative aspects of the city. So if you are, available and want to say a few words on behalf of the council at this time, you are free to do so, or after I introduce our next honoree, you can come up and say a few words. So our next honoree, external honoree, is Dr. Trevor Dixon. He spoke earlier, but we want to give him his award. So he is the founder of Jaja Foundation, and that's for Jamaicans abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. So, just tell the people a little about what you do. Just one second.
Yes, my name is Dr. Trevor Dixon. I started a foundation at New York Beth Israel Medical Center as soon as I finished medical school. As Dr. Kamani would say, I found my purpose, and my purpose was to give back to my brothers and sisters back in Jamaica. I thought, I first, found other organization, but as I sat there, I realized that my real passion, my real purpose was to help those underserved individuals living in Jamaica. So this is another story that was born in Newark, at New York Beth Israel Hospital. It's based primarily because of the support of our sponsors, and it so happened that one of our sponsors is here tonight, PT Juster, and 551 Chancellor Avenue in Irvington. And she's here, so your brothers and sisters, your neighbor is here too. And our volunteers and our supporters. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors, our supporters, and our volunteers. I'm just a face, but if it wasn't for all the work that the volunteers did and the sponsors and the support, there would be nothing. I'm just a man that, God directed my path to lead an organization, but I know the organization is made up by the dedication, the honesty, the integrity of all the members that support us. So I'm just a face, but you want to applaud all those folks who come and support us. So let's give them a round of applause. I'm grateful that, very early in my life, I realized that this life wasn't about me. It's never about you. It's about what your purpose is in life and how are you going to leave an impact before your roll is called up yonder, right? And I knew that I couldn't take a Rolls Royce with me. I couldn't take a Jaguar or a Bentley with me. None of those things are featured at a funeral. So just your eulogy and what you've done with your life. So thank you so much for being here. And thank the Commission, the Caribbean Commission of Newark, for honoring me. And it's quite an honor because, like I said, my career began here in Newark, New Jersey. Thank you.
So at this time, if the commissioners would like to join Dr. Dixon to take another picture, and then we're going to move into recognizing the 4 commissioners, including myself, who have been on the commission for the last 8 years. So again, the commission was formed in 2015 by Mayor Ras J. Baraka and then Council President Crump. And we have been here, so many people have come and gone, but we have stayed around for 8 years. So let's take a picture with Dr. Dixon, and then we'll recognize those 4 individuals. And I just want to say that Jaja Foundation has a boat ride, and they have a gala coming up in November. I went to the boat ride, it was fun. So, look out for the events that they have that supports and proceeds go towards Jamaica. So Abubakar is the president of the African Commission, and he has been very supportive of all of our events. He never missed a flag raising. He's always here to support us and take pictures. So yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Awesome, thank you. Please, 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 a round of applause to our 2 honorees, Dr. Dixon and Dr. Kimani Nehusi, for the work that they do in the community. Dr. Kimani, doing great things for Jamaica. Dr. Nahuse, his research, his work that spans across the globe and impacts our intellect and the things that we do. I know we didn't really mention in depth what he does in terms of his work with reparation and libation and the languages. He's a multilinguist, right? So read the program and look him up, research, and become familiar with who you are, right? Become yourself. Like my book says, my ultimate self is knowing who you are so that you can be the person that God wants you to be, to bring out everything that's in you, to help others, to serve others, and to be yourself, best self, so that at your end, right, there is no regrets when your time comes. All right, thank you. At this time, we're going to introduce our 4 commission honorees. So we have at least 2 individuals from each country. So I'm from Jamaica. Commissioner Thompson's from Jamaica. Commissioner Ince from Barbados. So I would like for Commissioner Messiah to come and to introduce Commissioner Ince. These are the 4 individuals that have been on the commission for the last 8 years.
Once again, good night, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is actually my brother, my spiritual brother, you know, and he's been part of this organization, the commission, since the inception. And he also brought me into this commission. And we are intent to do what needs to be done in the North community for the North residents. So I would like to introduce Commissioner Ince, Reverend Garvey Ince, and thanks for the years of service. God bless you.
Good evening. It has been a journey, but it was a pleasure to serve. When I first was approached to be part of this commission, I was deeply touched because I believe that people from the Caribbean still has a lot to contribute to the city of Newark and the state of New Jersey. I'm indeed grateful. I'm indeed grateful to the mayor, to the deputy mayor, to the retired president of the city council, who had the vision of bringing this group together to be able to be a light so that those who are in the closet and hiding from the Caribbean can come out and let their light shine, because you have a contribution to make to this city. The mayor knows it, the city council knows it, we all know it. Now you have to know it and invite those who are in the background to come out and be part of the city of Newark. You can't complain when you don't contribute. Thank you very much.
So at this time, I would like to introduce Commissioner Chanel Thompson. Who will? Yes.
Hello, everyone. So, as Ms. Lord said, my name is Chanel Thompson. I've been a commissioner since 2019. And I have been given the honor here to introduce basically the superwoman of our commission. She is basically the backbone of this organization, other than Deputy Mayor, of course. She does everything for us, basically from the public relations, communications, getting sponsors for events. She was the past president, she is the past president, sorry, of the organization. She's also an author, self-published. Her book is being advertised in the back right there, so you all can check it out in a minute. She is one of the very few Google trainers in the entire country. She is an educator, has been with the city of Newark for probably upwards of 20 years, working in the education department in various positions. What else am I leaving out? I'm sure there is, she's a mother, of course, to two beautiful kids. And there is so much more to this phenomenal woman. So I would like for you guys to put your hands together for, she's also my aunt, by the way, Miss Lewis. Miss Esther Lewis.
On behalf of the mayor, the city of Newark, and the commission, on behalf of the mayor, the city of Newark, and the commission, and the council people, congratulations.
And we would very much like to thank you for your years of service and dedication to the city of Newark and the people of the Caribbean diaspora.
Thank you very much. Yes, been on the commission for 8 years, and I do what I do because I love it. I love to serve. I'm not really a perfectionist, but I know that I'm able, the ability to do what's necessary. So I do all the flyers, all the programs that you see, I design them, sending out emails to our council generals to invite them to events. We have a television program on Channel 78 where I am the host, so we discuss topics relevant to the Caribbean community. And our camera person is here, and so we talk about mental health, the need for our community to be healthy, to understand that we can and will go through situations and challenges, but we have resources here in the city of Newark to help you if you are in that position. We talk about drones and the importance of, taking advantage of upcoming technology and trends, because as the community, as the Caribbean community, we don't want to be left behind, right? We talk about available city park resources and immigration and citizenship. So if you are on YouTube, Channel 78, follow them and see some of the programs that we do, and I thank you. Okay, so yes, we're gonna, yes, I'm sorry. So we were trying to have, the commissioner, the second commissioner, introduce the other person, but Charlene Romana is not here, and so we're gonna ask Commissioner Nesbitt's daughter to introduce him, because nobody knows him more than she does, right?
And she's also an incoming commissioner.
Yes.
I'm super embarrassed to be up here right now, but it is an honor to introduce my dad. All my life I have known him to be dedicated to the Caribbean community. He has done so much. He had a community center. He had a business in the community. He also had a restaurant with my mom in Newark. He started the Newark Youth Steel Pen Ensemble. He had Caribbean American Minds, which was a television show. He had a newsletter. He has been dedicated for all of my life that I've known to bettering the Caribbean community in Newark, New Jersey. And he is still, even though he goes back and forth from America to Trinidad, he still comes back and dedicates his time and his efforts to Newark. And I am completely, totally honored to introduce my father. He's done so much more, but I can't quite remember. He's done carnivals in the community. He has done so many, like when Mayor Sharp James was the mayor, we used to play on South Orange Avenue for his block party. From how long ago I can remember. I'm just really, really proud of Dad, and I'm really honored to introduce Mr. Tommy L.U. Marshall. commission for the mayor. Then this is the symbol of our recognition from administration, municipal, and commissioners, all of them. Because you're the last, you know that, right? The only reason I'm still the deputy mayor. You know that, right?
I really want to thank the deputy mayor, the mayor, and all of the commissioners. I've had some challenges, and they have shown me love and assistance in some adverse times that I've experienced lately. So I'm eternally grateful to do my best even in this day. So, I mean, it's been a journey. 8 years has been a journey, but we have done our best. And I thank everyone for coming out here today, tonight rather, and I appreciate all that is being done to honor me tonight. Thank you. I'll continue to do my best as long as I can.
So as you can see, last but not least, I am, up here to introduce to you one of our commissioners from Guyana. Those of you who know him know that he is a very passionate person, and he will let you know that he is passionate about whatever he is talking to you about. So, from all of us, thank you, Commissioner Rollins, for all your contributions in the city of Newark. Thank you for your service. He is an alumni of NJIT. He tutors math in Guyana, over here in the States. He has been on many organizations. Obviously, he's well known in the community. So, without further ado, Commissioner Rollins. Oh, may I add that he's the one who introduced me to the commission in 2016 when we were celebrating Guyana's 50th independence anniversary. And from the minute we met, he's like, so there's a commission and you need to be on it. So, and then from there, he's just instilled in basically everyone that I've ever seen him come across that there's more to be done. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank myself. Had it not been for me, there would be no carbon commission. I'm not afraid to say this because the mayor who came by tonight, he recognized that I could all come here. I was born in a stroke. And I tell you as it is. We don't make reference to Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Minister Farrakhan, and the whole string of activists in America. We have been the last to recognize. Had it not been for a very Hollywood Fontaine, it would be no Martin Luther King. And I told you, he became me. I've been walking with Rouse when it was poor. And when they say poor, come from Rutgers, come from Howard University, couldn't get a job. I'm not afraid to say that. I don't want thanks. But I want you to remember where you come from. The Caribbean community has been behind Rasta Rocco forever. I'm not afraid to tell you, and I tell them as it is. I don't want anything, but I want you to respect us. I don't ask. I know his mother, I know his brother, I know everybody. I don't beg them for anything. And I tell them, the Caribbean community come here. Folks come, they want to go to school. People don't know how to even get with the Board of Education. Can be asking around. You put them back in the class that they're not supposed to. You put him, he come 8th grade, about to exit to go to university, he got to go back to school. And I said, why? So we want people on the Board of Education that can represent us. We want people on the city council who can represent. If you can't represent us, then we're going to run our own people. And I threaten them. And I tell people from the Caribbean, you want to continue sitting down at home, you ain't going to get nothing. And the mayor, deputy mayor, I want to thank her. She said, my door is open. But some Caribbean folks, even though the stadium gate is open, they jumping over the stadium fence. The gate is open, her door is open, she always make it open. She said, listen, you're welcome. But they still go around quick and asking somebody, can you help me out? They go on the laundromat or go on the church service and can you help me out? And the mayor's office is open, the deputy mayor's office is open, wide open, 24/7. City Hall is open. And they wouldn't go there. Oh, I'm afraid to go to City Hall. I told the mayor, there's a lot of Caribbean communities. The Caribbean community is growing in North, and we've got to do something. I hope one day some one of us will decide and change the status quo to the city council. What? 9 members, I don't know. Somebody will have to decide with a man or woman or some child to change things. But I hope that the Caribbean community will continue to respect the purpose here and do what is right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner Rollins.
Oh, I must say that I was no easy fun to the deputy mayor. She cried a lot. So I'm saying that now that I'm making my exit, she's happy that I'm going.
Take a picture. I would also like to
Who's taking the picture?
add to that one of the initiatives that Commissioner Rollins always talk about is the need for us to get a steel band for the city. Sorry, commissioners, for bringing this up. But if you have any resources, any access on how we can get a steel band, we have Commissioner Nesbitt, who's been an expert in forming steel bands. Anybody that has money that can help us to get this done, please let us know.
It's always good to see you, sir.
Thank you. So thank you to the 4 commissioners. Thank you to our 2 honorees for being here. At this time, we are going to open up the dance floor, right? We thank you for coming. We're going to do an official thank you notice later, but there are a few key individuals who have supported us over the years on the program. There's Newark happening, there's downtown Newark. I completely forgot. So behind us are some goodie bags, Deputy Mayor. Whenever we have flag raisins, I am the person who will go out into the community and get connections. And so they give us, gift bags to give out to the honorees. So each of those bags belong to one of the honorees. I would also like to thank this establishment, this beautiful, can we give Avenue A yes. So
I just want to say that in the beginning, please, I would just want you to know that Esther never wanted to be a commissioner. I'm being honest with you. She left her job undone, and trust me, she kept this commission going. So personally, I want to say thank you as I exit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So at this time, our council representative, we also have our councilwoman from Irvington. So I also have a house in Irvington, so thank you for coming. Who's from Haiti? Thank you for coming. From a representative from Mike Silver's office, just say a few words on behalf of the Municipal Council.
How y'all doing? I really wasn't expecting to speak here today, so forgive me, I'm a little nervous. As you can tell, I'm a little shy. My name is Russell Thomas. I represent Councilman Michael Silver, the East Ward Councilman. I just want to say, as walked in, we came from a meeting kind of intense, so excuse us for being late. Me and Dr. Brown, my best friend over there smiling. So Dr. Brown made sure. And as I was eating the excellent cuisine, something got stuck in my teeth, and I noticed that my dentist was looking at me. And she said, "You haven't been flossing." So I promise to not only make the next event on time, to floss when I see you next time, but somebody actually said when we was walking in that he wanted the showing to be a little bit more, but it's not how many people come, it's how many people come that care. And congratulations to all of the honorees. Give yourself a hand for all these lovely little people looking out here tonight. I was in the City Council Rotunda. Barbara, is that where you guys were at? The Rotunda? And the mayor stopped by. Did y'all see the mayor? You saw the mayor? And I just want the deputy mayor to know that I owe her one, because I was sitting there minding my business, and she said, "Oh, you're going to speak." So I just want to thank you for inviting me. Alicia must have made sure that my invitation was lost through email, but we're going to rectify that. Continue to enjoy your evening. Thank you for having me. I will be on time. I will floss. And thanks to Dr. Brown for inviting me to this wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So before we open up the dance floor, I just want to take an opportunity to just recognize some individuals who have been here. We'll do a formal thank you at the end after all the dancing, but Joanna from the Deputy's office has been very instrumental in getting things done. The City of Newark Building Department, whenever we have flag raisings, they're there to make sure that everything operates and goes smoothly. Our security team has, helped us make sure that we're secure when we're having events at City Hall. PT Just Jerk, I called her like this week, like Wednesday, I'm having an event, and she was like, "Okay, I'm coming, 3 tickets off the bat." Club Eclipse, Newark, Predator Exterminating, we have an Alexis who has a exterminating business, Dr. Gaines, so our commissioners who haven't really come to the mic, but Dr. Gaines has Jones Dental Associates of Irvington, Clifford Sandwell, Brown Medical, who contributed to this event. Individuals who have participated on our Channel 78, Rachel Addison from Newark ID Program, Calvin King from Alpha Drones, Winston Tucker, Immigration Attorney, Hortensia Kelly, our Medical Director, who talked about mental health, Marcy DePina, who spoke about the Newark parks and available spaces that we can use here in the city, Jennifer Rampasad, who talked about wealth and credit building, and last but not least, our 7th episode, Gary Campbell, the artist who recreates the world, our flag raising committee, everybody who helped to make this event a success. Our former Independence honorees. Every time we have an Independence celebration, we honor individuals from various Caribbean countries, whether it's Guyana, whether it's Trinidad, whether it's Haiti. We have our Commissioner from Haiti, Commissioner Rose, Commissioner Mojica from Honduras. So we honor everyone that's here, and all of the Council Generals. Dominican Republic. Thank you. We reach out to the Council Generals, and they often come and be a part of the events. So to the Council Generals who attend our events, our last event, Congressman Donald Payne also attended. And this year we are celebrating the 50th year of CARICOM. So on July 4th is the anniversary of CARICOM. So congratulations. And last but not least, Newark Studio team, Ed, come on now. Thank you. spot, just come say a few words, and then we're going to open up the dance floor. Anything else that I need to say before? Yes! Oh, can we forget DJ Troy? DJ Troy was also at our Barbados ceremony. So yes, thank you. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening. My name is Charnette Frederick. I'm one of the councilmen at large from the township of Irvington. I want to say thank you to Rose Albert. Please give her a round of applause. Yes, she's the one who invited me. Thank you so much. For those of you who know, I am such a great fan. I'm so proud of being Haitian American. I was the first Haitian American elected official back in 2012. Proud of it and grateful to be at the table represent Haiti. As much as I love all my Caribbean, I want to make sure to give a big shout out to our keynote speaker who understands the power of the people. For that, everyone, not only I'm a councilwoman, but I'm also the chairwoman of all Haitian American Elected Official Network. What does that mean? Back in 2009, we were a handful of elected officials. Right now, we're over almost 175 members strong throughout the whole United States. So we are a network of all of us elected. And then we are organizing a big march on July 9th. So what does that mean, everyone? On July 9th, we will be in Newark, represent Haiti. What does that mean? A lot of you might not know, we are in a big trouble here. And they need to hear from the diaspora, and we need our friend, and we need our influencer, and we all need all of you who understand the power of Haiti. With that being said, it's a pleasure to be here. Let's all march on July 9th together in Newark. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rose, for the invitation.
Thank you very much. So with that being said, I just want to add the need for us as Caribbean individuals to start to think of how we can collaborate, how we can come together, right? Yes, we do have our separate independents and our separate organizations, but we need to come together. The Caribbean Commission is here to be a liaison to help formalize that process. So please reach out to us. We also need to get involved in the political process, right? We have been taught, okay, politics is not important, but everything that we do is a political decision. We need to become citizens so that we can vote. So if you're here and not a citizen, it's important that you become a citizen so that you can vote and be the person that is influencing the decision makers.